I'm about to break down a fresh, original YouTube script inspired by BTS's Tonight Show Fallon appearance, but 100% rebuilt with my own take, commentary, and vibe. I'll mix hot takes, personal reflections, and sharp insights to make a video that feels like a creator thinking aloud with you, not a recap. Let's dive in. In the opening moments, I'm not just listing what happened. I'm asking a bigger question right away. What does BTS arriving on a late-night stage in 2026 actually signal about K-pop's global moment, the power of fandom, and how megagroups navigate comebacks after military service? Personally, I think the timing is fascinating. After a long group hiatus, while members served in the South Korean military and each explored solo paths, the return with a full-length album, a Netflix live event, and now a network late-night appearance feels like a deliberate leap in a mainstream, cross-genre storytelling. What makes this really interesting is how BTS threads the needle between intimate fan connection, handwritten letters, datelines like March 20th, 2026, and global media machinery, The Tonight Show, Netflix docs, live streams. From my perspective, the combo isn't just about music, it's about sustaining a cultural narrative across platforms. I start the main breakdown by framing three core ideas I want to unpack, each with the kind of layered commentary that makes a video worth watching twice. Idea 1. The comeback is a multi-platform narrative machine. What it is, BTS isn't only releasing an album. They're orchestrating a media blitz across music, film, and streaming. Arirang lands on Friday. The comeback live on Netflix follows. A BTS documentary arrives, plus an in-studio performance on late-night TV. My take and why it matters. I see this as a strategic move to control the storytelling tempo. By releasing the album, staging a global live event, and then offering documentary content, they turbocharge attention across time zones and formats. This isn't just marketing, it's ecosystem building. If you take a step back, this approach mirrors a shifting industry where fans expect continuous, varied engagement instead of isolated drops. It also raises a deeper question. How sustainable is a non-stop cycle of content, and what does that mean for art versus brand? Personal interpretation. I think BTS is leaning into the idea that music is only one facet of belonging to a community. The real value is the ongoing relationship, behind-the-scenes access, personal messages, and a sense that the artists are curating a long-term journey rather than a single event. Idea 2. The timing after military service and solo chapters. What it is, members completed mandatory service and pursued solo projects. Now they reconverge with a full studio album and a public-facing comeback. My take and why it matters. The gap isn't just downtime. It's a reboot of group identity. It tests whether the group can reassemble with cohesion after individual trajectories. This matters because it spotlights how a supergroup preserves chemistry while allowing members to explore personal artistry. It also signals to global audiences that BTS isn't slowing down, even when life pulls you in divergent directions. The misread is that fans only want the original lineup. In reality, the strongest groups evolve, and performers prove they can lead both solo and collective narratives. Personal interpretation. The handwritten date motif and the reveal of a 2026 timeline feels ceremonial, yet practical. A bridge between old-school fandom rituals and contemporary, serialized storytelling. It's a nod to loyalty while signaling maturity. Idea 3. Late-night TV as a legitimacy accelerator for non-Western megastars. What it is, The Tonight Show is a staple of late-night culture in the U.S., but BTS using it as a platform signals a broader acceptance and demand for global pop luminaries on mainstream TV. My take and why it matters. This move isn't just about a single appearance. It's about normalizing cross-cultural megahits in living rooms across the world. It raises questions about what authentic entertainment looks like when a non-English group sits across from a host and performs in a space traditionally saturated with Western acts. The nuance many miss. It's not just a vanity appearance. It's data points in a long-term audience migration from traditional gatekeepers to global, multi-platform discovery. If you compare eras, This is a landmark moment in how non-Western acts scale, with streaming, global tours, and curated media narratives as the new gatekeepers. Personal interpretation. I find it fascinating that BTS's presence on a late-night stage could recalibrate Western audiences' expectations for pop stars from outside the US. It subtly shifts what mainstream means when a global fan base expects curated, authentic engagement rather than polished exclusivity. Deeper insight. The convergence of documentary, live streaming, and traditional TV performance hints at the future of celebrity culture, where fans follow a multi-chapter story, not a single release. The bigger trend. Cross-platform storytelling is the new normal, and authenticity, handwritten messages, real-time updates, and personal storytelling becomes a currency as valuable as the music itself. What this raises is a practical challenge for other artists. How to build a durable relationship with fans without burning out quickly on content creation. The BTS case is a blueprint for a sustainable, fan-first narrative economy, even as the industry prizes viral moments. Closing thought. If you look at BTS's current move, it's not just about adding more appearances to a calendar. It's about re-engineering what success looks like for a megagroup in 2026. A cohesive art project that travels through music, film, and live experience, all while inviting the audience to stay engaged over a longer arc. A question I'm leaving you with. In an era of perpetual content, what kind of long-term relationship do you want with your favorite artists? And how do you measure impact beyond streams and views? If you're vibing with this take, drop a comment with what you think BTS should do next to sustain this multi-platform storytelling. Do you prefer a deeper dive into the Arirang album's themes, or a behind-the-scenes look at the Netflix documentaries and live performances? I'm curious to hear how you connect with the idea of a multi-chapter artistic journey.